This is a little spot called Bumper to Burger, a small drive-thru that you've probably never even heard of since this is one of just 3 locations in the entire world. You see, unknown drive-thrus like this are everywhere, and I've always had some questions like, is the food even good? Is the menu even affordable? Is the service even nice? So over the next few days, I've made it my mission to visit some of these unknown drive-thrus, try the food, and test the service in hopes of answering those questions. But not from the perspective of a professional chef, food critic, or this guy.
Where's the lamb sauce?
From just a dude. Which has my mind asking me,
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
My goal is to chat with one of the owners to find out what it's really like keeping an unknown drive-thru alive. So sit back and relax as I tell you a little bit about Bumper to Burger. So I did some research on this place before I got here, and the Yelp reviews are very interesting. The 2 to 4 star reviews are pretty mixed. There's an even amount of all of them, but there are a lot of 1-star reviews of this place. However, there is also an overwhelmingly amount of 5-star reviews. Someone also posted this picture, and I know this is a burger joint, but what is that? That looks insane. I have to try it. But then I scrolled down to the insights of Yelp, and yikes, it's not looking good. So Yelp has these little emojis at the top of the reviews that at first might just seem fun and cute, but it's actually showing the vibe of the different parts of the business. Now, the emojis are a little boring, so I'm gonna demonstrate what the insights are of this place with my face. For ambience, we have this face. For food, we have this face. Service, this face. And wait time, this face. I'm hoping that after our experience here, we can change all of these faces to a bunch of happy faces. But before I even got to place my order, things weren't off to a great start. Is it not open?
I don't think so.
Really?
It says it's open.
Yeah, so if the place is closed, that means we can't try the food, we can't test the service, and we definitely can't talk to the owner, which basically ruins the whole mission. But then these guys mentioned that they had seen a few cars in the drive-thru, so maybe, just maybe, there's still a chance. Alright, take care guys. Oh, wrong window. Very chic drive-thru.
What can I get for you today?
Hi, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Thank you, thanks for asking.
So this is my first time here. Do you have any recommendations? This is the face of someone who has no idea what to order. A normal person would probably just get a burger, that's what they're known for. I also like how they have the prices on the menu. I don't know why that's so rare nowadays. They offer sandwiches like a Philly steak, dogs. Wait, what? Oh, hot dogs. Alright. Also fries and beverages, so a lot of options. Luckily for me, the sweet lady at the drive-thru helped me out.
The burgers are famous, the beef burger.
Okay, yeah, that's what I gotta get a beef, or a bumper burger, right?
Everything on it?
Yes, please.
Okay, anything else?
Some fries, that sounds good. And I'll get a strawberry shake too, please.
Okay.
Gotta stay healthy, you know?
Anything else, sir?
It'll probably be easier to show you at the window. I have a picture of something that looks really good. I just don't know the name of it.
Please? Yes, please?
Yeah, but that's it for now. She never told me how much the food was. She just told me to pull forward to the window, and I didn't want to annoy her any further than I already did, so I acted like a normal person and just pulled. I can't be having too many burgers or else I'm gonna have a bumper. Yeah, I'll see you at the window. Gosh, why do I do these things? When I rolled up to the window, the lady just kind of stared at me, which I took as my cue to pay for the meal, still not knowing how much it was, by the way. I think she misunderstood what I said earlier about the mystery item, but at this point, I was too nervous to ask about it again, so I tried to play it cool and ease back into it by asking something simple like, how's the food here? Is it good?
Sorry?
Is the food here good? Do you like it?
Good.
Yeah? Awesome. Yep, thank you. I'm excited. She was so sweet, which made my confidence start to build back up again, thinking maybe I could finally ask her about the mystery item. Yeah, and then I saw the price of the food. Wasn't expecting that number, but hey, maybe the food bumps and is totally worth the price, you never know. At least that's what I keep telling myself. Oh, thank you. Looks kinda bomb, I'm not gonna lie to you. Looks very bomb, actually. But the question is, does it bump? I waited a couple more minutes and then I saw the lady walking back up to the window, and this was my chance. I had the mystery item pulled up on my phone, ready to go. All I had to do now was don't miss. Thank you. I was gonna ask you. She told me the item was something called a cheesy chop, but she seemed like she was in a rush, so we made a deal that if the food she just handed me was good, then I might try the cheesy chop. Thank you. I waited about 10 minutes, which might be worth it, but also at the same time, we won't really know until we taste the food. So for now, wait will just be this face, along with price. I forgot to add that one in earlier. Let's head inside and see if it was all worth it. Okay, so the inside was incredible. Plenty of seating, by the way. They had Bumper to Burger logos on their wall, their soda machine, their napkin dispensers. Wait, is that the mystery item? Gosh, I hope. That looks insane. But the ambience was great. A well-deserved happy face. Strawberry shake. Oh my gosh. This indeed does bump. You get like a perfect amount of strawberry, ice cream, milk. If this is a good example of what's to come, I am ready. I cracked open the fries and instantly got hit with the smell. Not even joking, straight up spicy ramen noodles. Totally threw me off because these were supposed to be Cajun fries, but I couldn't stop thinking about them, so I set them aside for a second and opened up the burger. And man, just looking at it, I'm already sold. That is America right there. I mean, single patty with gooey melted cheese, fresh lettuce, pickles, tomatoes, onions, and that special Bumper sauce, all on a potato bun stamped with a Bumper to Burger brand. I mean, juicy, cheesy, and messy in the best way possible. The sauce is delicious. The burger is nice and charred. The veggies are fresh. Even the veggies are seasoned, which is insane. I'm going to taste the fries, but right now, just a shake and the burger is well worth the wait. Fries could ruin it. You never know. They do smell like ramen noodles. I opened up the box, took another whiff. Still spicy ramen noodles. Okay, so much seasoning, I didn't even know where to start. My brain was freaking out a little bit, like, is this way too much? Is this gonna be gross? Gosh, that chopped cheese thing looks so good. So now after tasting the food, I can confidently say that the new Insight faces are, and the food was totally worth the price and wait, which meant that I had to hold my end of the deal and order the cheesy chop. But I was kind of nervous. The lady didn't really seem to like my jokes or my questions. I hadn't changed the service face from this beautiful serious mug yet, since this interaction could make or break everything. On top of that, I still needed to find out who the owner was and ask them how they were keeping this unknown drive-thru alive.
Can I please have the thing that I showed you in the drive-thru?
Can you please show me again? Can you please show me that again?
Oh yeah. At this point, I'm freaking out a little bit. I'm digging through my phone, trying to find the picture, but then I realized that I didn't even save it to my camera roll. It was just some random Yelp picture that I found. So I had to open Yelp and hunt for it.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I just have to find it.
My heart's racing, my hands are shaking, there are people entering the building, but finally, there it was.
This right there.
Now this is where things got really interesting. The lady grabs the phone out of my hand, stares at it for a second, then without saying a word, walks to the back where the kitchen is. The chef's flying around, cooking food, burger, burger, burger. She gives him the phone, he stares at it for a second, then whispers something to her, she whispers something back, and then she comes out from the kitchen, walks up to me and says,
Okay. Thank you so much.
Turns out it wasn't even the cheesy chop. But after that whole interaction, I got way too scared to ask her something else, like, oh, who's the owner? Can I talk to them? Maybe at the next drive-thru.
Service was incredibly nice. I'm gonna give that
Also, the Philly steak sandwich was bumping. It doesn't really look like a restaurant. It looks like a barn in the UK that somebody turned into a Nashville hot chicken shack. Fry the Coop actually only has 10 locations. Sounds tiny, right? But the way people talk about their Nashville hot chicken, you'd think it was a national chain. And here's the crazy part. They don't even have a Yelp page, yet somehow every single rating you can find is over 90%. How's that even possible? There's actually a daycare right across the street, so, you know, after school, kids can walk over here and get some Nashville hot chicken. I don't know what. Alright, so looking at Fry the Coop's menu, they've got chicken sandwiches, including a donut sandwich? What? Tenders, nuggets, chicken and waffles, fries, and a bunch of other sides. But obviously, we're here for some Nashville hot chicken, baby, which comes in 6 different heat levels: country, mild, medium, hot, crazy, and insanity. Does that say called 911? Rest in peace. I need to know what I'm getting myself into, so I scroll down to the FAQ and see that their hot is ridiculously spicy. Yeah, okay, buddy. I'll be the judge of that. And since they're famous for their chicken sandwiches, you know what we gotta get.
Can I just get some chicken tenders, please?
Somehow the service was still crazy fast, even though the place was absolutely packed, which was going to make trying to talk to the owner even more difficult. Bag secured. I did get more than 1 or 2 items, so I'm gonna try everything first, and then at the end, we'll come back to the pricing to see if it was worth it. First things first, let's check out everything inside the bag. I got a bunch of napkins. If that's not great service, I don't know what is. First item is in this bag. Let's see what it is. Ooh, okay. But that wasn't all. We also had this brown box, and I had no clue what was inside. Oh my gosh, you guys are not ready for this. They also gave me some honey packets, which I hadn't even asked for, so that's a little sweet surprise. Honestly, amazing service. Fast, convenient, 10 out of 10. And then I started looking through the bag again for something, but couldn't find it. I even opened the brown box again, thinking it could possibly be inside of there. But nope, I checked the bag a third time and realized that I don't think they gave me utensils, which is gonna be a problem considering I ordered mac and cheese. So I'm gonna go inside, grab some, come back out, I'll show you guys everything, and we're gonna try this food. It looks delicious. All right, be right back. Hey everyone, he's gonna be back in a minute, but I've snuck in his car to remind you all to please consider subscribing to the channel if you're enjoying the videos. There have been so many new people that have joined our community recently, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. It truly means the world to me that you're here. I've got some crazy projects lined up that I'm so excited to share, and you don't wanna miss it. Oh, he's coming back. Bye. With the mac and cheese, we also got the tender plate, which is huge, by the way, and looks beautiful, just like you watching. Yeah, I'm talking about you smiling right there. Yeah, that's you. Ooh, what could that be? I mean, I can't see it because it's pixelated. All right, we're gonna start with this mac and cheese. It's calling my name. Oh my gosh, that's so good. The best mac and cheese I've ever had in my 20 years of life. Yeah, so creamy. The macaroni itself is very soft. They did put some of their spices in there. All right, time for the big guy. It's like a whole, feast of just Nashville. There's fries in here, there's coleslaw, they got some sauce, and tenders as well, which I got in the hot heat level that, remember, they claim is ridiculously spicy. Okay, whatever. Fries. Super well seasoned. If you can imagine Popeye's spicy chicken on a French fry. Okay, so just to clarify, and close your eyes if it helps, I meant to imagine the taste of Popeye's spicy chicken, but in the form of a potato cut into long strips, otherwise known as fries. That's what it tastes like. Coleslaw. Not bad. I could do that. Pickle. Oh, that's a good pickle. And now for the main event. That looks atomic. Is this supposed to be this dark? Whatever. We're gonna try it plain, and then I'll dip it in the sauce. Here we go. And oh boy, was I in for a treat. A ridiculously spicy treat, if you know what I mean. No, seriously, the chicken was delectable. Ooh, big word, D-Fan. Nice. This is what they're calling coupe sauce, which is like a spicy mayo sort of thing. We'll try it with the tender here. I'll be honest, I actually prefer this over Dave's and Cane's sauce. The coupe sauce is super creamy and flavorful, but it's got a little kick that kind of sneaks up on you. Or is that the ridiculously spicy treat that I was talking about earlier? I don't know, but suddenly I was dunking everything in that sauce without even thinking about it. But the chicken isn't really that... It just hit me right here. Ooh. Okay. It's a little lingering right here. It's nothing crazy. But... yeah, right here. Ooh. And I bet you guys thought that I didn't get what they're known for, huh? Yeah, that's right. The pixelated item. I indeed got a Nashville chicken sandwich. I got their OG Nashville, I think it's called. Oh my gosh, this thing is huge. Look how big that chicken is. I love the presentation. They've got their coleslaw in here. I see some pickles, probably some of their coupe sauce. I don't even know how to, whatever. And let me tell you, I had a moment with this thing. The best chicken sandwich I've ever had in my 20 years of life? Yeah. Wow. Everything on its own tastes great. Everything together in a sandwich, even better. Absolutely incredible food. No wonder it's so packed in there. That's why I didn't go inside, because your boy's got social anxiety. So we knew the service was great, and now we know the food was great, but was it worth the price? Yes. I think it was. I'm gonna finish this food and hopefully build up the courage to talk to the owner in there, even though there are a lot of people in there. Can Can you guys please comment, hope you're okay, D-fam, so later tonight I can feel better about myself as I'm demolishing my wow, that was so good. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go talk to the owner.
One night in the countryside makes me wanna.
I got scared, but at the next drive-thru, I will. Hopefully. Welcome to the South! Hey! I don't know how they dance in the South. We are at a place called Aunt Tina's Kitchen. This is actually the only location in the entire world. From the things I've read online, this place is the definition of quality over quantity. First of all, they just opened last summer and already have 4.3 stars on Yelp. They're only open 4 days of the week, and their in-site faces for ambience, food, and service look like this. No, that's it. It's literally all happy faces across the board. Apparently, people enjoy the ribeye sandwiches and the fried catfish plates, which both sound yummy. There's also a food truck, according to one of the photos that I saw online, so I've got to find that at some point throughout my experience here. I need to know, why aren't there more locations? I also want to know, who is this Aunt Tina person? Because she's doing something right. She sounds like an angel. I need to meet her. All right, well, my goals are set. Let's get in the car and get some soul food. Hey! I was just about to get in my car when I started chatting with a customer who had just picked up their food, and he told me something that absolutely shocked me.
This is their last weekend, yeah. I don't know if they're closing Saturday or Sunday. You can ask them when you go in there.
Aunt Tina's Kitchen was shutting down. I then asked him about my chances of speaking with Aunt Tina. He hesitated a bit before saying 0%, but mentioned that a guy with a beard and locks named Tony might be inside, and if he was, I had about a 50% chance of talking to him since they were busy, which might not sound like much, but I was willing to take it since Tony's one of the owners and just so happens to be the nephew of Aunt Tina. But first, we gotta see what all these happy faces are about.
Hi there, welcome to Aunt Tina's Kitchen. How can I help you today?
I hear you guys have a really good ribeye sandwich, so I'll try one of those, please.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, can I also try some of the fried catfish as well?
Okay, that's gonna be $30.09.
All right, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. That was pricey.
I heard from one of the customers that this is your guys' last weekend.
It's next month. We close next month.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's just the amount of customers coming in and out through like this part is just not enough.
I guess it was true. Aunt Tina's Kitchen was shutting down. So I guess there's no need to ask why there's one location. He continued to explain that the business was barely getting by, especially during the winter season. Even with their food truck that goes to events, libraries, schools, the consistent traffic just isn't there to keep the place alive. And out of curiosity, I asked,
Do you know where the food truck is right now?
Well, so the food truck just parks because it's we also like run it, so it's usually like festivals get hosted, we like go out to it. It's not like a roaming one.
Okay, so the food truck isn't like open right now.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I guess I also won't be able to check that out. But I still had to make sure the man himself was actually inside.
Is Tony here?
Tony's here. We're all,
Okay.
like, busy though.
Okay. I was gonna. Okay, never mind. I'll come inside and. Yeah, never mind.
Real smooth, D-fam. But there is hope. Now I had confirmation that Tony was 100% in the building. All that was left to do was just wait for his food, try his food, hopefully enjoy his food, find him, talk to him, and convince him to help me talk to Aunt Tina. Yeah, just that. On the bright side,
Service is very good. This guy's very nice. You can tell he cares a lot about this place. All right, thanks so much.
There you go.
All right, thank you so much, man. What was your name, by the way?
Talon.
Talon, nice to meet you, man. David, nice to meet you. Take care, man.
our food came in these 2 boxes inside of this bag, which if you're Asian like me, you've definitely seen about 1,000 of these before. First up, the ribeye sandwich. Oh my goodness. Look at that crust, that is gorgeous. And inside we're talking juicy ribeye, caramelized onions, melty cheese, and some mysterious sauce that I'm about to find out is delicious. I've actually never had a ribeye sandwich before, so this might— oh my gosh. And just like that, Half the sandwich was already gone. But now, onto the second box. Fried catfish, 2 big pieces, some Cajun fries, and tartar sauce. The fries were delicious, great amount of seasoning. I dipped the catfish in the tartar sauce, took a bite, and are you kidding me? This is the kind of food that makes you rethink your life decisions. Flaky on the inside, crispy on the outside, huge by the way, and you know it's well seasoned when your hands look like this. As I was finishing my meal, I couldn't help but think about how this place was shutting down despite having great people, comfortable prices, but the food made it worth every single penny. And then someone tapped me on the shoulder. I turned and of course, I knew exactly who it was. Calm, confident, with this unmistakable aura. The beard, the locks. It was the man himself. This was it. The moment I'd been too scared to capture was literally staring at me in the face. My chance to finally talk to the owner of one of these drive-thrus. We started chatting casually, introducing each other. I told him a little bit about YouTube. He told me a little bit about the business until a story about Aunt Tina came up. There was no way I was going to be able to speak with her. But the way he talked about her, it wasn't just admiration. Every little detail painted this picture of someone who had been larger than life. It was like she was quietly missing from the room in the heaviest, most impactful way. I'm here with
Tony Cannon with Aunt Tina's Kitchen.
All right, Tony, and tell the people a little bit about what you do here at Aunt Tina's Kitchen.
Well, here at Aunt Tina's Kitchen, we try to make sure that we service great food for the community that we're in and abroad as well.
What does it take to run a restaurant and to cook good food?
It's all about the soul. It doesn't matter what type of food it is. It doesn't matter where you're from. If you're cooking from the soul, it's soul food. Any food that's comforting to you, if it's love in it, it comes from the soul. That's what makes the food great. And also a passion and taking ownership. Anybody can come off the street and work in a restaurant, but if you don't want to take ownership of the food and make it like it's your own, like your life depends on it, then you won't be successful.
How has Aunt Tina impacted you?
She gave me my first job when I was 14, and I wasn't, making all the best decisions as some, young teenagers do. And she took me off the streets and put me in the kitchen frying chips. And from that, she told me, everything you do, you want to be the best. Even if nobody else thinks you're the best, if you think you're the best, you're gonna do it like it's the best, and it's gonna come out the best. And she taught me how to be a good man, how to have real good work ethic and morals. And if you can do that, and also don't take no crap off of nobody. If you do all of those things, you're gonna be successful no matter what. So my Aunt Tina's greatest ingredient was me.
When you're near me, I get choked up, holding back the tears. You're looking good, like nothing's changed, even after all these